Sport is brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.
Inside the last 22 minutes of the Sportsmax Zone on this Monday, we're going to talk some basketball now. NBA fans and pundits have spewed much criticism on Golden State Warriors guard Klay Thompson's form early in the season. Before this weekend, his number is well below career average, 15.5 points per game, 36.3% shooting from the field and 33.6% shooting from beyond the arc. But the 32-year-old made a huge statement Sunday, dropping 41 points to lead the Warriors to a 127-120 win over the Rockets. Check out these highlights now from Houston.
Golden State Warriors looking for their very first road win of the season. They're 0-8 on the year, but maybe an opportunity to get healthy against the young Houston Rockets. And boy, was it an opportunity for Klay Thompson. Just came out on fire. A three. Another three goes down. Steph Curry finds Klay. This time he drives inside for the shot. 20 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 on threes. In the first quarter alone, Golden State up by 14. Off a loose ball, Kenyon Martin goes up and stuffs this one home. Then it's Kevin Porter finding Jabari Smith for 3. Then off a Jalen Green miss, Kevin Porter inside for the tip-in. And at the break, first of all, Houston scored 65 in the first half on Golden State, and they led it by 4. Third quarter, here come the Splash Brothers. Steph Curry for 3. Money. Then Steph to Klay for the catch-and-shoot 3. Klay Thompson, 41 points in the game. Golden State up by 3 late in the third. In the fourth quarter, here's the Rockets again. Kevin Porter. Jumper plus the foul. He had 30 points, but boy, the Splash Brothers know how to close things out. Klay Thompson, 3. Then Steph to Klay. 3 more off this wonderful ball movement. And after that works, what about Steph to Klay again? Yep, it works again. And finally, Steph with just a series of dribbles before knocking down the tough fadeaway three-pointer. He had 33 points, 15 assists, and one night celebration. GSW gets their first road win of the season. Your final score, 127-120.
Yeah, and they are the champions, aren't they? And if Klay Thompson continues to be hot, then their chances of being champions again pretty strong. Another player under fire also produced their best game so far this season. The Aussie Ben Simmons added 22 points to Kevin Durant's 26 as the Brooklyn Nets, with the returning Kyrie Irving, won by 12 over the Southwest Division leading Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies playing without Ja Morant, but the Brooklyn Nets getting Kyrie Irving back, and we start in the first quarter. Kevin Durant trying to get Kyrie involved, gets him the ball, and Kyrie Irving knocks down a three-pointer. Brooklyn up 6-4 later in the first. Dylan Brooks for Memphis goes in strong move and gets the reverse layup. Memphis up by 5. Royce O'Neal gets the 3 to drop. This puts Brooklyn up by 4. Then Kevin Durant gets it to Ben Simmons, who has been playing much better of late. He goes in and gets the layup. Brooklyn by 5. Then Kevin Durant, jumper, cash. Brooklyn by 3. Dylan Brooks on the other end. He had 31 points in the game, hits the pull-up 3. At the break, Memphis takes a 5-point lead, 62-57. Kevin Durant, another nice pass as he draws the defense, gets it to Ben Simmons, who gets the reverse lay-in. Brooklyn by 5, and then Kyrie Irving, tough alley-oop, a layup. Watch it one more time. Brooklyn up by 3. Nice delivery from Royce O'Neal as well. Still in the third quarter, and it's O'Neal this time passing to Kevin Durant for the reverse layup. Durant, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Kyrie Irving now cutting in for the layup. Hit 14 points in his return to action. Brooklyn by 8. Ben Simmons, a layup. 22 points on the game for Simmons. That's a season high. 8 rebounds, 5 assists as well. Brooklyn gets the win, 127-115.
Ben Simmons, 2018 Rookie of the Year, still unfulfilled at the moment as a 26-year-old. Let's see what he had to say after the match.
I don't know, just building. I think it takes time. Trying to build my consistency, stay focused, on what I can do. I know I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm not surprised.
And what are your emotions heading into Tuesday's game?
Ready to play. Something going on?
Ben Simmons looking happy there for a change, Mariah. A lot of talking points coming out of this, including the return of Kyrie Irving and the Nets trying to get themselves together.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm very happy for Ben. It's the best performance he has had for the season so far, 22 points. And of course, we all know the backstory behind this, where there was actually a meeting where it was reported that, the Nets team were discussing Ben Simmons. And of course, the fact that, they brought him in, remember that trade with James Harden, they brought Ben Simmons into the Nets setup, and he didn't produce for them. The Ben Simmons that came into the setup was an injured Ben Simmons, and he'd be on the bench game after game, and many felt as if that was a waste of a trade. So it actually makes me very happy to see him coming back into the game and, of course, contributing. You mentioned Kyrie Irving. Well, we all know about that controversial figure that has missed a lot of games based on his own things that he's been doing on the sidelines. However, Kyrie Irving comes back into the setup. Ben Simmons click as well. It actually bothers me that this Nets team lands. They have individual pieces that can stand up on a daily basis. But for some reason, we can never get all of them playing at the same time and all of them clicking at the same time. So I'm happy to see Kyrie back, and I hope that he focuses on the court and, gives us some good basketball that we know he can. Yeah, and a lot is being made of the fact that the Nets' next assignment is a trip to Philadelphia, where Ben is coming from. Yes. So that would be an occasion for him that all eyes are going to be on him and what he does. Well, yeah, and I think he was asked about that in a press conference. Well, he was, and he made it into a joke, and he was just like, ooh, acting like, what's next? He's going to focus on his game. And I think, going into that match against the 76ers, he will know, he will understand that the crowd will probably be booing him. And he would have to use that to fuel his confidence, and of course put on these, as he said, consistent. He said he used the word consistent in his press conference, and that's what we need to see from him. If he gets consistent, we'll see a good Ben Simmons. He'll have a good season. Yeah, so the Aussie is a highly thought of player, as we said, from his early 20s, he was projected as a potential huge NBA star, and things haven't really gone that well for him up to this point. But if he elevates his game in this 22-23 season, and Kyrie and Durant shine as they are expected to, then the Nets could be a pretty potent force. And you, Mariah, may be sad that you left the boat. I've left all the boats. I'm just not supporting any team this season. I realize that, but I'm just saying that if the Nets were to win this year, you're going to feel as if you should have stuck with them. Once I leave, that's it. I'm not going back there. But what I will say is coach is sticking with them, yes. Jack Vaughn. Yes. He says that, he loves what he saw from Ben Simmons. Yes. And he feels as if the pace that he saw from him, yes, it's going to be very difficult to guard him if he keeps this up. Okay, let's have a quick look now at the results from Sunday night in the NBA. The Suns won 16-95 over the Knicks, a game-high 11 rebounds for the Bahamian DeAndre Ayton. Wizards 106-102 over the Hornets. The Kings beat the Pistons. 6 straight wins now for the Kings, 137-29. The Cavs, they were 113-87 better than the Heat. The Mavs, they were beaten by the Nuggets, 98-97. And LeBron-less Los Angeles Lakers routed the Spurs, 123-92. Back with more on the Sports Match Zone after this.
This segment was brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.